This podcast is brought to you by the Podtower, hosted by the Watchtower database. Visit youtube.com/thepodtower for informative, hilarious DC animation-themed podcasts and live streams every week. And check out the Watchtower database for DCAU video essays, timelines, fan theories, and more. And please, enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jamie has pressed record.
Just completely disrupt the mood you're trying to set.
That's our specialty.
Welcome to the podcast. Oh, we continue to talk like this.
Just hear some slight
The
enunciations.
best of both worlds.
Plosives
That's
under
what
it.
you get.
It is the best of both worlds.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of the best of both worlds, not only listener do you get the podcast, but you get Brian and James in the same room.
Speaking
at the same place.
Just trying
to say the same
sentence.
Sentence.
Do it, man.
Oh, fucking do it, man.
There we go. Perfect. Hi, welcome to
episode
episode
95 of Jump on the Bat-Wagon.
I'm James from the Watchtower database.
And I'm here to show my good friend. But God
you're
damn
messing
it.
me up. My good buddy Brian. Good buddy Brian. The entire DC animated universe from start to finish for the very first time in the controversial airdate order. So he may view these shows the way human beings experienced them in the far gone days of the 1900s. We recommend you watch today's... There you go. That's where it stops. We recommend you watch today's DCAU episode before listening to this podcast. To get the
I can look at it? Wait.
To get the full experience out of our discussion. I can't make you do that, but I can make Brian do that.
At the time of this recording, 11:39 a.m.,
Superman the Animated Series is streaming on Max and available on DVD and Blu-ray.
Today we are watching show/episode.
Show/episode. Brian's plot prediction from last episode. Airdate production order crew. Watch the episode. Buy us a coffee. What are you drinking, Brian?
I'm drinking a cuppa.
I'm not drinking anything because I left it over there
hold
like
on.
an idiot. While Brian's retrieving my tea.
For all the what British listeners do we have?
Batgirl, Fangirl.
Okay.
And that's it.
Batgirl, Fangirl, we're drinking PG tips.
Oh. It's My Girl is the name of the episode.
My girl. Wow, that was...
See, we're in the same place. We can have such great harmonics.
You can just AI that to one tone, right?
Perfect, of course.
Just put the AI
just
on
magical AI.
Yeah. Did you guys... Okay, so we were having a long discussion over breakfast this morning.
We sure were.
And we found out that AI does everything perfectly for everybody. You don't have to try anything.
All you got to do is just put it in the AI.
You just put it in, and it's great. It comes
AI
out exactly perfect.
Ah, impressive. This originally aired Saturday, November 23rd, 1996.
AI wasn't even there yet.
No. Was Titan AE was the closest
they didn't even have Titan
No, Titan AE.
Actually, that would be an in Norwegian.
Oh, you're right, yeah. It's that little combined one.
Yes.
The daemon letter. You know, like old books. Is it really daemon? All right, anyway. 9 a.m. on Kids WB. We skipped 1 week. This aired number 11 and produced number 10.
I'm sorry, it what?
It produced. I'm working on it.
You've been practicing, haven't you?
Final episode of 1996.
Oh my God.
Next episode we start Jump on the Bat-Wagon season 6, aka the year 1997.
Amazing.
I know.
I am
toward
amazed.
the end of the 1900s.
Yeah.
But we still have 2 more episodes to go in S-Test Season 1. It bled over into 1997 for some reason.
Shit.
Anyway, this was written by Hilary J. Bader, who previously wrote A Little Piece of Home.
I love Hilary Duff.
I know. So yesterday, she wrote a little piece of a home away. Directed by Yuichiro Yano. A new one. Mostly an anime director, primarily Lupin III, but he was also an animation director or animation department for a handful of more recent DC animated movies, as well as Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, Animaniacs, The Sylvester and Tweety Mysteries, Whisper of the Heart, Little Nemo, and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Full Metal Alchemist.
You had me at Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist. Music is by Lolita Ritmanis.
Yay!
Previously composed 7 episodes of BTAS, as well as Last Son of Krypton Part 1.
Yay!
And The Way of All Flesh. And animation by Tokyo Movie Shinsha.
Oh my god.
Previously animated 7 episodes of BTAS and the video game cutscenes, as well as Fun and Games, Little Piece of Home, and The Way of All Flesh. So we got quite a good little lineup here.
I'm excited.
I'm excited, too.
Is Macaulay Culkin in this?
Yes. No, but Valerie Bromfield is, her. You don't. She also spells her name V-A-L-R-I. Valerie.
Is she French?
I don't know. Do you want to go watch that episode?
No.
Too bad.
Red, blue, yellow. Primary, but it works in a superhero-ish kind of way. Let me guess. Martha sewed it for you.
What?
By the way, Clark. How are the folks?
Lana! Over here, men. Lana, are you all right?
I'm fine, Lex. Thanks to Superman.
You know, this is the first time I've actually been happy that alien showed up.
Me too.
We're stupid!
We are stupid!
We didn't do the push-ups.
But we are going to do the
We're
push-ups.
going to do them right now. Our drinks that we both definitely have are from Ian the Thompson, who bought 3 Yoppie Bevs, which is 15 push-ups.
Are you ready for this?
Man, got a little busy on Fridays and slowed down on commenting when Superman started. Have a beverage instead, and feel free to skip the push-ups because I'm a little scamp that promotes bad habits. Tee-hee. We're not going to skip the push-ups. We're going to do twice as many. We're going to do 30 push-ups.
Yeah, you want to?
Okay, damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
7, 8,
30.
29.
All right.
30.
I did 30.
I did 30. It was getting hard at like 27.
Why did we come back?
Yeah.
Listener, you're coming on the fitness journey with us, right?
Yeah, like this is a good time for all of us to do push-ups.
You do them too.
Yeah,
Just like me, you did 30 push-ups just now.
I definitely heard you say 30 at the end of your push-ups.
Feel free to also, we do the push-ups and we start, we play the clip from the episode. That's your time to... You watched the episode, obviously, already. So you can do the push-ups while that clip's playing. It's the perfect time.
It's a really good time for you to do those push-ups.
What happened in my group?
If you're wondering, Synup, what you just watched, Synup, take a listen to the synopsis. The short summary, which is sometimes kind of long.
Well, if you're looking for a synopsis, you're supposed to do the other one first, right?
No.
Didn't we reverse it?
No, we put it back.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
We've done that for several episodes already.
My brain.
I know.
Okay.
It's okay.
There's a fashion show, and Lana Lane
disco music
shows up. Can you do the disco music behind the... Yeah. So Lana Lane shows up, and she's all like, hello, I'm from Clark Kent's past. There's Clark Kent. He's my ex-boyfriend. Also, he's Superman, and I knew it. So Lex Luthor's like making some arms dealings happen with like Elon Musk, who looks a little bit like
cheekbone man that you couldn't figure out. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I couldn't figure him out, but there's another one I had as a fallback. Who's the guy who did like the Green Goblin, and
Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe. He
kind of
had
vaguely,
he had a vaguely Willem Dafoe thing going on.
And a vaguely Elon Musk name.
Yep.
Do you think that's on purpose? His name is Elon.
No, I don't think Elon Musk was born yet.
Oh, you're right. This is a year before Austin Powers. So
yes,
or approaching the year of Austin Powers. Elon Musk, 23 years old or whatever.
Yes. So we got Elon Musk being portrayed by Willem Dafoe, and
Willem Dafoe as Elon Musk. It's my microwave gun.
Drowning in lead with Elon Musk.
Which one's the subtitle? You'll find out later.
Yeah. So basically, Lana Lane.
Langs. Perfect.
Nice. Linz DeLangs.
Elon Musk.
She basically she's like, hey Superman, I know you're Clark Kent. That's pretty cool, huh? Let's be like a crime fighting duo. I got all the I'm dating Lex Luthor because we got the like quadruple L thing going on. Let's
LL? Lana Lang or any of the other ones?
Yeah. It's so I'm like so bad at this. It was like it said LL and my brain went like ELLE space ELLE.
LL, who's that? Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
Willem Dafoe.
There's two L's in Willem.
Elon Musk.
Moving on. Yeah, so Lana Lane's like, I'm going to get this dirt on Lex Luthor because I'm dating him. I'm going to feed it to you. And Superman's like, bitch, you got to stop. And she's like, bitch, you got to stop. And then they...
You got to stop telling me to stop.
Yeah.
Super bitch.
Yeah. And they're just like slinging the bitches at each other. They just kept saying
bitch. It was weird.
It was kind of weird, but it was fine. Whatever.
Not even bass stitch. Just full-on bitch.
Just bitch. I've jumped into this in such a weird way that I've lost track of what's happening in my head.
Elon Musk shooting microwave gun in the forest.
Yeah, so there's some microwave guns that like make a cool effect happen, and then it makes the molecules go boom.
I mean, a keen effect.
It's pretty keen.
It's pretty keen.
So yeah, they shoot these like laser-looking guns, which apparently doesn't affect Superman because he doesn't have molecules, I guess.
Yes, that's what we've learned from this episode.
Yeah.
Superman is made of nothing. He's made of antimatter.
He just says nope, and the laser gun says, you're right, nope.
Hand. Off his hand.
Stop in the name of antimatter. Bitch.
In the name of bitch.
There you go.
It was me, he said.
He
said that. He kept saying
Jamie,
bitch.
where am I going with this?
There's a deer.
There's
oh God, the fire!
Yeah. A deer jumps out of a deer jumps out of directly from behind a tree somehow.
Yeah. And, I was underground behind this bush. Oh God, my home.
I was just coming out of work in the mines, and suddenly this tree's blowing up, and I gotta run because I'm a deer.
Wearing a little hard hat. The deer mines. Didn't you know they're right here? Got Brian Midwater drink. Yeah.
Man, I don't know. Yeah, microwave kind of explodey gun things, and then there's Lana Lang gets fed some false information to try to throw Superman off the trail because Lex is spying with binoculars and like, oh, my girlfriend's like boinking Superman. That's a problem. Let's make bad stuff happen. And then Willem Dafoe, Elon Musk is gonna like melt Lana in a lead factory, and then Superman's like, I can hear good, so I'm here.
This time I could hear good. I couldn't hear good when
she was a room away and screaming.
One of the ladies took Lana out into the elevator. He's like, huh? Lana, where are you?
Wait, you know what? What happened to those two?
He hung them off a building.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened.
And then what's her name is back later.
Who? No, those were two other ladies.
Oh, okay. So they're just
there.
They're just hanging perpetually off a bird, like a bird cage off a building.
They died of starvation.
Sweet.
There's no roof access, so the police were like, well, guess they're goners.
Okay.
They call in Commissioner Gordon. You deal with this kind of shit all the time, Batman hanging people from places. What do you do?
For the listener who didn't watch Kimmy.
Kimmy.
Yeah, there's a couple of girls that go to steal Lana Lang's dress jewels or something, and like,
was that completely unrelated from the plot? It must have been.
I think so,
because I thought, this is Lex Luthor hired these women.
Yeah,
but he must not have, because that didn't have anything to do with the arms deal in it or anything.
Yeah, no,
they just also happened to be trying to cause mischief.
I guess so. And they're like, we're gonna pick up your girlfriend and we're gonna steal her, and then Superman's like, I'm gonna rip that elevator right off the wall.
Fuck whoever made this building. I just ruined it. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, the devastation. We should have we should include a segment of like projected cost of damage by Superman. Like, how much did he cost the city?
Yeah.
That would be millions.
Yeah,
for sure.
He also ripped the train tracks off of different train track to put on the train track.
It looked as
abandoned or something. Yeah.
I mean, it kind of looked like it was just a section of train track there for some reason, but installed 100 feet of train track. Anyway, there was there's a part where there's a train that's gonna fall because the guy exploded half the bridge, and Superman's like, "I'm gonna hold these spare rails that are here for probably some reason. I'm gonna take them, fix the train tracks because I'm strong." Glossing over the physics of that scene. Let's get to the end of the lead factory. Yes. Superman's reaction times are nil. And by nil, I don't mean quick. I mean, he doesn't have them. And everything goes wrong.
At everything that's happening.
You shot the laser at this thing. History says it's going to explode. But maybe I'll just sit here to see what... Oh my God, it explodes! Yeah. Every turn, he's just like waiting for things to go wrong. Oh, you shot the lead vat. I don't think I'm gonna move though.
Well, what was he supposed to do, bro?
Move.
And then the lead still explodes. He has the same problem.
But he could have shot into the room that he put Lana in with all the explosives and grabbed her and flown out of the way. The end.
Finish what happened in the episode. We'll get to this.
Okay. Well, Superman saves everybody from molten lead.
Yeah.
And Lana Lang goes to Paris.
She does. Lana Lang.
It's hard for me to put a G on the end of that.
Lana? I feel like in the first, in the high school, in the high school episode, they were saying Lana or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. The official synopsis for this episode: Clark's childhood sweetheart, Lana Lang, comes to Metropolis and puts her own life in danger by trying to spy on Lex Luthor for Superman.
Nice.
True. So we were complimenting the art quite a bit for a long time, till maybe the final factory scene or whatever, where it wasn't like the art turned bad, but it was just what I was thinking was happening in terms of Superman's reaction time, # was you were pointing out many times, we're like, oh, I really like the anime kind of flow of this, like the physics where, something would sort of slow, like time ramp, slow down
when
and speed up.
Threw that log which was about to explode, and it came at a decent speed, and it had that slow down, bounce once, speed up a little bit, and then slow down again.
Which I appreciate.
It's very
that
anime
from TMS stuff, but I think it hindered that final scene where Lana is in the little half barrel thing, whatever the fuck that is, that's being brought toward the lead spigot, and it's in the one right next to her, and then it goes over the top of the camera, and judging by the tempo of it would have immediately but Superman has enough time to run like a normal person toward the
fucking hell
toward the thing, and then jump over it and to save her. But that whole moment was twice as slow as it should have been, and I think that was part of the kind of stuff we were talking about that was cool earlier. But it didn't work in these moments where Superman's supposed to be extremely fast and whatever. He should be able to do a thing. On one hand, like you're pointing out, I do get the there's peril, and there's not going to be peril if Superman can just do anything. But they're being very selective with right now he can selective dog listening, and other times he can't. So
the thing that gets me is sometimes again super fast those thieving ladies, the lady thieving ladies.
Yes, they sure were.
When they're like, Superman, we hear you like to save people, and then they kick her out of the elevator.
Obviously, you ladies haven't heard of me. Oh, we have. then why are you shooting me? Oh, good point.
But like Superman's like, I have to react. He flies down and saves Lana from like splattering on the pavement. But like the whole, you know, like Superman flies in. He's like, I've got good hearing, Willem Dafoe. I'm totally gonna like thwart your plans. And he like, she's in there. And then she like goes along the conveyor, and we watched 3 sequences of the lead being poured.
Yeah. And
then it like goes over Lana, and like that's when he starts to run. Not when she's in there and he's 10 feet away and he can just grab her.
Yeah.
But no. Wait till she's about to die, and he didn't have enough time to scoop her out. He just has to like use his cape and make an umbrella.
I forgot to write this down in Tribs because it wasn't done in like IMDb or anything like that. That shot, I didn't see any confirmation of this, but it has to be. There's a shot from the 40s Superman cartoons where he saves Lois Lane from falling lava by surrounding her with his cape in almost the exact same pose that he's doing there.
Oh, okay.
So I think that is the reference that they're doing there, and they wanted to throw that in or something. I don't mind that that's what he did, but because of the pacing of the moment, it feels like that's the best you could do, like instead of a cool reference or whatever.
in show, well, not in show, but like watching the show, there is 12 seconds between Superman arriving in the lead factory and putting his hands on his hips.
Yeah.
And then like Willem Dafoe running away.
Yeah.
Elon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr.
I should just start
Elon.
calling him his name.
We know what you're talking about. We, the listener,
like
I know.
He's like, he runs away and Lana's in there. And then there's 10 seconds of why is Superman not grabbing her?
Right.
Why? What?
I don't know.
What? Just why? Why didn't he do it? He just, oh God! Like if you wanted to make that scene of him like shedding off the lead, awesome, do that. But make it so like Lana's in there getting closer and closer, and then Elon's saying the whole like, oh well, Superman can't see because, you know, this building's got so much lead in it, whatever, he won't be able to see through. And then he comes in and is like, yeah, but I can hear. Like, if you just spread that out over the point where, like, you know, he's saying, like, yeah, Superman's not going to be able to see you, and she's about to get sprayed by lead, and he's like, yeah, but my hearing's pretty good. And then he, like, last minute goes over and, like, capes over and saves her.
Right.
That makes sense. The whole Superman lands, I can hear.
Yeah, my hearing's
Lana, you just
good.
hang tight for 15 seconds. I'll save you, like, in a bit.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
So I will preface this by saying I agree with you.
Okay.
And I think that as an adult man watching a child's cartoon, I can pick it apart just as easily. I think I'll continue to defend until it's undefendable that one, I think that the creators of the show are still kind of learning, like, how do we create danger in the show of the man who can do everything.
Yeah.
And that there's going to be a few stumbling blocks along the way of like, oh, he really should have just been able to over there immediately and not have to run like a person, you know, whatever. We won't do that again. Because that looked very weird to me. Like, that stuck out as like, I don't think he does that very often, you know, or whatever. And then the second thing being that, like, I think we're maybe giving Superman the character too much credit of how like street smart he is in these situations where like we're watching the like 9th thing he's ever done or whatever as Superman.
Yeah.
Theoretically, like he might have done some stuff off screen or whatever, but I think we're like almost expecting him to be Batman if Batman had all of Superman's powers, where he would like, oh, clearly the best. I've done the calculations in my head already because I'm Batman. I'm the world's greatest detective and I know what to do.
Yeah.
And I better do this. Where Superman's just like random farm boy who was bestowed these godlike powers, you know? And he's like, oh, what should I do here? Oh, well, fuck you. I'm being a little snarky bitch. I could hear you, actually. Oh, fuck, he used the microwave gun. What? How do I stop that again? I just saw this for the first time earlier today. I don't remember. Fuck. Oh, it blew up. You know, like he doesn't necessarily think as fast as he moves or whatever, I guess, is what I'm thinking. And that might start to be less of a good excuse as it, like, there might be moments in like 20 episodes from now where like, come on, Superman. You should be able to know what to do here, but
I think it's the inconsistencies because of how fast he's reacted earlier in this episode. Even would show that like, well, he's smarter and more adept.
What's a good example of this?
Well, even the like just Lana getting kicked out of the elevator.
I was thinking you would maybe say that, and I think that that's a pretty obvious what to do there is like lady falling, save her, versus like he's holding a big vat of lead. So he's already like, fuck, this is heavy and it's hot. And then the man shoots it with the microwave gun and he has like 3 seconds to figure out like, what do I do with this magical shit that's about to happen?
Okay, I'll give you another 3 seconds then. Homeboy's pointing a gun at him, a microwave gun. Superman says, "Are you sure about that?" Homeboy says, "I'm going to blow up this train bridge instead." Superman takes one glance behind him, runs over to a different part of the farm area, grabs railroad tracks, and runs like flies up to the train.
Before the thing can get there, before the train can get there.
Yeah. Okay, that was less time than he had to like shield Lana from the molten
That's
lead.
true. Yeah. So I don't know.
Pretty adept. Lead factory. Not maybe it makes it's like.
I mean, I guess I don't know. I'm still thinking train track gone. Looks down at feet. There's another train track. I'll put the train track in the train track hole. Is it easier math than microwave gun about to explode, vat of lead? There's too many variables. I don't know.
I mean, but then like that one notwithstanding, like what about the Lana in the lead?
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, he should see. He pops in and sees that he's putting her in that thing. He should just immediately get her out of there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not everything has a perfect excuse. I'm just saying. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt sometimes.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to take that.
Sure.
I'm gonna try to take that to heart. Like,
you should, or I'll be mad at you.
No, I mean like, because then that'll be funnier of me like. Being
okay,
like,
Jamie, how do you explain this one?
But yeah, that's the thing. Like 20 episodes, he's still doing that. I'm gonna get fiery.
Well, the one that we talked about watching, I'll just bring this up now. There's a 3-parter coming up that we're talking about trying to do like a in-person viewing session with local Yoppie mates of ours.
Yeah. Should we? So listener, like. We wanna do an in-person. This was actually suggested by Vitz, our like somewhat newcomer to the pod. I mean, he jumped in like halfway, 3/4 of the way through Batman.
I've never met him. He might not be real.
I showed you a selfie. I sent you a selfie of the two of us.
Photoshop AI. You could AI.
Oh, I could have just pressed like
you press the
Brian
AI button.
Vitz and press the AI button on
Make
Photoshop.
Make Vitz real and perfect every time.
Anyway, back at this. So we're gonna try to do an in-person thing in Big Bus.
March 9th is the thing. If you're wanting to be, it's in Eugene, Oregon. Big Bus. It's Eugene. It's like always been Eugene.
I feel like we kind of slopped this one up.
Yeah.
Let's do take 2.
Okay, here
we
it
don't
is.
have to actually do it.
Boop.
Oh, take 2. Hey.
Hi, this is me, Brian. Oh, fuck.
And this is okay, take 3. Hi, everybody.
March 9th.
March 9th.
At the Tacoma Dome. Be there.
No.
It's Eugene, Oregon.
Take 4.
Boop.
Okay, guys. March 4. March 9th. Eugene, Oregon. There's an airport here. If you're from out of town, that's a good way to fly in. It might be more expensive than flying to Portland, but just saying it's so much easier.
You could take a big bus. Please do.
If you take a big bus to Eugene, we'll pay your ticket.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry. Take 5. Not the bus ticket. We'll pay your admission into the event.
Well, we don't know for sure if there will be admission. More details to come, but we're just telling you the day and the place so that you know you can plan ahead if you wish to attend.
Yeah, get your time off work now. March 9th.
Here's the thing
that
I'm dropping without discussing with you. I'm
going
to put a Google form in this episode. Its description.
Okay.
You can go to
this is chaos.
Say RSVP. I would like to go to this. I'm going to go to this. I want to go to this.
Ooh, like if they're like, I would like to attend. I will attend. Hell no. I don't know why I came to this website.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm here, Bat. This is stupid. You guys are idiots.
But
just to give us an idea of, because we need to know like
what size.
We have venue ideas, but yeah, what size? How many people are going to show up? Because, you know, we think that people that live here probably will be like, I'm going to walk down the street and go to that, of course.
Or take a big bus there.
Take a big bus. Yeah, just from their house, like 5 blocks. Oh, you said you'd pay for the ticket. And then there's people like Vitz, or people that are even further than Vitz.
Yeah.
Which I can't even imagine.
No.
He lives in hell.
Dylan
lives in double hell. So, yeah. Let us know. Go to that forum. Tell us if you want to come to that, or if you're going to come to that for sure.
Come hang out with us. Our plan at this point in time is to do probably like a live intro and then watching all 3 episodes, and then we'll do a podcast and then something fun probably afterwards.
Yeah.
We'll do our first like live audience thing, and maybe we'll find some other fun things to do.
It won't be intimidating at all. Oh, God, Tip Tapricot's right there.
The Tip Tapricot?
Tip Tapricot themselves? From the internet?
Maybe we could even be so lucky and get a Kate Swallows Rocktastic in there.
Mr. Meatballs Sterling? But yeah. What I was getting at with that is that, there's a 3-parter coming up that is, I think, kind of pseudo chock full of these moments of Superman.
Do you want me to like leave the room and then not listen to the podcast, and you can say what episodes it is?
WF is the acronym. What do you think that stands for, Brian?
Wildfire.
Nope.
Worlds. There's a. No, that's West Virginia.
You almost had it. So anyway,
I mean, I can just.
No, people know what that is. I promise.
Really?
Yeah, I promise. Except Vitz didn't know what it was because he knew it as the direct-to-video movie released version. It's just called something else, which is called. It has a slash in the middle. I'll just say that. People know what I'm talking about, Brian. Don't worry about it. I have really, though, like, there's going to be something when we get to Batman Beyond that I'm going to have to describe in code to the listener because you can't know what I'm talking about. And I think that they might know. It has to do with a movie in the Batman Beyond spectrum.
Why are you going to have to explain it?
I can't tell you.
But
I'm gonna have to describe to the listener a code word or code letters of some kind for them to know what they're supposed to watch. Like we're talking about right now. We won't get to it for so long that it doesn't matter to you at all. But what I'm saying is that in this WF/ episode that we're going to try to watch as a group is there's many moments of Superman being like, why didn't he do it that way? But in a way that works well for the story. And so I think that might be your tipping point of like, the dichotomy. I understand. But
it's almost like we're watching a kid's cartoon.
Yeah, it's almost like this was made for children. I don't know. It's made for like, well, they're still kids, but there's a couple of the DCAU shows, the target audience is like 6 to 11-year-olds, and then the ones that we're watching are like 10 to 15 or something like that. So it's still at least like a little bit slightly more. Like in this episode, there was a handful of Lex Luthor watches Lana Lang's legs go up the stairs, and everything's real, boys, or whatever, that kind of stuff. So,
well, I think that's the thing for me too. Is like
they clutched her pearl necklace and ripped it right off her tits.
I was expecting some like full on anime or like hentai clothing thing, that the paper mache clothing that I'm talking about.
When she's in a lead place.
No, I meant with the dress at the start.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so many of those like anime or like hentai. If you've been there, friends.
We've been there.
Like bad creature will like grab girl by like clothing, and the clothing just explodes.
Yeah.
It kind of did that, but it just tastes just a little bit of the top of the dress.
Kind of like. The whatever jewels that are on the dress took up like the entirety of the cleavage area, but when they ripped it off, it's just like a small tear at the collar. Like, all right, whatever.
Maybe it was like a brooch or something.
Yeah, it was attached, or
I don't know. But also like going back to the kids show thing, it's also like written by adults. And I think they're like, obviously
you kept saying Bruce. And at first I thought you were talking about Bruce Wayne, and then I realized you meant Bruce Timm. I was like, oh, sexy ladies doing the thing, and then Lana Lang's legs, and then everything's real and all this stuff. It's like, Bruce.
I have no context for it yet, other than like, I know that Bruce Timm likes to draw sexy ladies in a specific small-footed, big hip, big boob kind of way. But I don't know. Whatever. Also, going on record to say, I'm pretty sure that Lois Lane is bisexual.
What did she say at the start? Where she that dress is only being held up by faith or something like that. And you're like, why are you looking so hard? Or is it like you had that kind of attitude about it?
It was like, it wasn't that line, but that line kind of felt like a cover up of like, she was staring a little too long and a little too interestedly. I mean, fucking go Lois, like, no shade there. Just saying, like, I'm going to go on record and I'm going to start looking for that.
Yeah.
Why is she leaning against the wall that way?
Yeah, right, yeah. Always has 6 beverages on the She was a beverage goblin.
Anyway, what do we do now? Talk about the cast?
About the cast, we sure do. We have Tim Daly as Superman / Clark Kent.
Surprise.
Dana Delaney as Lois Lane, barely, but there. Clancy Brown as Lex Luthor. Jolie Fisher as Lana Lang. She was previously voiced by Kelly Schmidt in The Last Son of Krypton Part 2.
I thought she sounded different.
Not the same voice, yeah.
Yeah.
But teenager Superman was also a different voice.
Is that true? Oh, yeah, that is true.
He was Max Goof guy in that.
Powerline.
Yes, exactly. He just bam, 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 in high school. That's all he was doing. She played a character named Paige Clark in 99 episodes of Ellen. Musk. Also, Joy Stark in 81 episodes of Till Death, which I've never watched.
No.
But I appreciate that it uses the apostrophe TIL, which is the correct way to abbreviate until. Yeah. But no, everyone just does TILL. No, fuck you if you do that. That's wrong.
Isn't it just TIL? TILL is like your cash register.
Till is a different word, yes.
Oh, do they actually do that for till?
I see plenty of people using
like, God, don't do that.
Thing. Like, no, yeah, it's wrong. Just learn things. She played a character named Maggie in The Mask, which I had to look up. I don't really remember. The thing I knew her from was she plays Brenda / Robo Brenda in the Inspector Gadget movie. The like redheaded girlfriend.
I never watched the movie, just the cartoon.
Okay. She's the doctor that makes him into Inspector Gadget. Yeah. Which I didn't know that she voiced Lana Lang, which was kind of cool.
Me either.
Yeah, no one did. Lisa Edelstein as Mercy Graves and Larry Drake as Mr. Elon.
Oh yeah.
Larry Drake as Mr. Elon. He was Benny Stolwicks in 144 episodes of L.A. Law. Yahoo #1 in The Karate Kid.
Oh, that might register. Okay.
He's done a handful of like direct-to-video DC stuff. He played Ganthet in Green Lantern First Flight and Kazdan Paratus in Star Wars The Force Unleashed video game. Those
That's a name.
Seemed to be things. He played a character named Robert G. Durant in Darkman and Darkman 2: The Return of Durant. So he must be like the main bad guy or something. But I don't know those movies at all. And he will be back as 2 more semi-notable villains.
Who played Leadface?
Leadface was voiced by Willem Dafoe.
Oh, that's cool.
Laurie Fraser as Lizzie, who is the smaller blonde woman in the start. Bit parts in Invader Zim, Red Dead Redemption 2, Grand Theft Auto 5, Johnny Bravo, Angry Beavers, and Animaniacs. Valerie Bromfield as Big Susan. It was the big one.
The Amazon?
The Amazon, yeah. Bit parts in Animaniacs, Darkwing Duck, Tiny Toons, and Mr. Mom. And a really weird thing, she also wrote 189 episodes of The Rosie O'Donnell Show.
Holy shit.
I was on her IMDb just like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
it was very strange, but yeah.
Intense. Good for her.
Yeah, she kind of had the character looked a little Rosie O'Donnell-ish. Lee Magnuson as Terrorist, which I guess must be one of those vest guys looking at the guns.
Yeah, because Superman refers to them as terrorists.
Yes. That was the stupidest line of the whole episode.
Oh, it's pretty dumb.
What did they say? Like, oh, it's pointing
hunting
at the deer.
season.
It's hunting season for terrorists or whatever. Like, he came to, I was like, all right, Superman.
Yeah.
I feel like we talked to someone, I can't remember, it might have been Dan, but I don't want to throw him under the bus. We interviewed someone that mentioned that was like their least favorite line of the whole show or something. It was like, I really wish that wasn't there. So, this guy was Bit Parts and Days of Our Lives, The Trumpet of the Swan, Lois and Clark, and Murder, She Wrote. I'll give you a brief tribs. We talked about the Fleischer Superman cape thing that I forgot to put, but LL was a running theme among Superman's supporting characters in the comics, in addition to Lana Lang and Lois Lane, and we talked about Lori Lamaris, the mermaid girlfriend of Superman's last time. Apparently there was also Supergirl's original alias was Linda Lee. So I have no idea what was up with the creators just being like, do it again. I'm sure there's a story there, but I don't know it.
It's probably the Illuminati or something.
L'Illuminati. Superman grabs Lana while still covered in molten lead, yet Lana does not suffer any burns, and the lead is gone by the time he grabs Elon. Yeah.
I expected him to fly out of the lead and be lead free.
Yes, I was thinking so too. But he also, I think he grabs her by the dress. So at the very least, he just burned another dress piece off or something, and she's fine. But
dress is fine.
I grabbed her by the butt part of the dress. Whoopsie!
Have we talked about the material? I know that it was Superman's baby
suit.
Blanket.
Yeah, who knows? Why isn't it just melt off of him? Yeah.
Why is it melt off? Why is it not exploding with bullet shots?
Yeah. I don't know.
It's made of kryptonite.
Antimatter.
Nope. Whoops.
It's made of dark matter. Yeah, who knows?
So somebody shot Superman in the face, maybe.
Well, that was,
fine.
I mean, we'll get to this, I guess, for Superman's powers, but that was something I was thinking was how did he know that it wasn't going to do that? How did he know he wouldn't just put his hand out and then his whole body turns to crumpled tinfoil like everything else? Oh, fuck. And then he explodes. And that was the end of Superman. He just knows that won't happen to me. I'm Superman, and stops it. And I guess it was a cool, haha, I'm Superman moment, but he had no way to know that it wasn't going to work.
I'd like to formally request another TikTok of Superman doing that nonchalantly.
Oh, fuck! And he has about 12 seconds to decide what to do, and he just doesn't do anything.
He goes and hugs the terrorists.
It's terrorist season. They all die together. If I'm going out, you're going out. Lana Lang refers to Big Susan as an Amazon, though likely in reference to Greek mythology, as Wonder Woman has yet to be introduced in the DCAU.
Oh. Is Wonder Woman technically an Amazonian?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I mean, I had that as a trip, and then as I'm saying it out loud, I'm like, Brian probably doesn't know that, so it doesn't really ring with anything.
Is she big? I know this is stereotype Amazon 90s bullshit, but is Wonder Woman big?
I mean, she's drawn to be more, I was about to say thick. I mean, that's also true, I suppose, but more muscular or whatever than the typical Bruce Timm.
But is she 8 feet tall?
It's taller, yeah. She's not that tall. She's not Big Susan tall. But she's not 189 episodes of Rosie O'Donnell show tall. But
think of the... No, I'm not going to say.
All right. Lana describes Central... What the fuck? What were you going to say?
I was going to say, if they did draw her 8 feet tall, think of the kinks they could have created for these kids later on in their lives to have the tall
Big
muscle
Susan.
mommy kind of
Yeah. Well, they might have. Who knows? Lana describes Central City as being 500 miles away from Metropolis. You don't know that Central City is the Flash's city.
Oh, wow, that's unfortunate.
They mention it 6 different times. Wow, why?
I was just thinking how dumb a name that is for a city. And I'm glad that it was just a throwaway
It's
name.
in the middle. It's totally central. Yeah.
I mean, it's also that's a navigational thing. If you're in European cities, you can always find where the downtown is because there's just signs pointing towards city center.
Right.
And so it just sounds wrong to me because I'm used to city
Central
center.
City. Yeah.
Central.
Well, and also the Full Metal Alchemist main city where he does his test and where the headquarters of all the people are, and so it's called Central City.
It is called Central City, isn't it?
And the guy that worked on this, he directed it. We worked on Full Metal Alchemist. He knew the future. He named it after that. No, but
he named it after the future. It's called Future City.
Future City, where the Flash lives. It's described as 500 miles away from Metropolis. Given that Metropolis is on the United States eastern seaboard, this would put Central City as in the middle of Ohio at most, and has always been depicted as being further west than that.
I mean, if Gotham can have like canyon lands and like American Southwest landscape, I don't see why, Ohio can't also have a Pacific coast.
Wally West. That's the name of the Flash.
Oh, God, Jimmy.
That's all the trivs I have.
And this is the end of the podcast. We're done.
He's done. We're done. We're all done.
Who's the done?
Who's done? Yeah. What does happen next? Keen effects. The tinfoil.
The tinfoil was really
cool.
good.
Yeah. I think that's probably a Dan-ism because he likes to brag about, I came up with how we would make the cool shit look. So
I would love to ask him about that, actually.
Sure. And he's talked about that sort of thing before, and I feel like he's described something as crumpled tinfoil before, and that definitely looked like what it was, like shine really bright light on crumpled tinfoil, because it had like that kind of pattern and stuff.
Ooh, something else I want to talk about, Keen effects. I didn't necessarily love the look, but was still impressed by
Big Susan.
There's outside. It was kind of Gotham-y. It was nighttime city.
The buildings,
and so the background painting was like on canvas, very obviously canvas, and there was these street lights that looked like, I don't know how this stuff's done, but it looked like it was painted with like a high gloss, like, yellow to white gradient, and then as if there was a light shining on it, because the lights specifically, besides the fact that you could see the canvas texture too prominently, in my opinion, it looked very, very glowy. The streetlights in back looked very glowy.
I think that sometimes that is a light being shined from behind the cell or whatever to like get a proper glow,
like bloom.
Yeah. But I don't know. But what you're talking about is different.
Yeah. Okay.
There was also a shot of Lex Luthor going up to the window to be like, she overheard my shit, and there was like really cool airbrushed like highlights on the window on the foreground above him on the cells or whatever, and I just appreciated for that like 3 seconds that like someone like stenciled out where those highlights were going to be and then just went like just barely airbrushed just to give the like impression of a highlight on the window, like it, because you can see all the speckles, and that was something I think that the Blu-ray, the HD is like really cool at showing, keen at showing, is that it's like you can sort of appreciate the tactile creation of the show instead of just like, whatever.
They didn't just press the AI button.
They didn't press the AI button.
AI, make a whole Superman episode.
Enter.
Oh,
it's so perfect, my girl. That's why he didn't react in a good way.
Oh, that moment where he had like 12 fingers on one hand.
AI's not perfect yet, folks. It'll get there. I did like the shot of Lana slow-mo blasting out of the elevator and then falling quickly after that, like the time sped back up.
Yeah.
And then Superman, for some reason, like spiral flies down to get her, which looked cooler than just shooting in a straight line. But I was thinking like, shortest distance between 2 points is a big spiral. Make sure you save your girlfriend, idiot. Yeah. Superman's powers. Do we want to include immunity to, or like
immunity to molecules,
tinfoil deflection, or some anti-microwave hand gesture?
Ooh,
I don't know
what is the opposite of a microwave? A macrowave.
Macrowave hand. He did the little wave with his hand. The macrowave. Okay. Whoa, but we already have light punching on here. Does that count as light punching?
That wasn't a punch.
Okay, I'm gonna put the macrowave. This is from my girl. I didn't have any new weakness because the lead didn't do shit to him. Train heavy for some reason, but
yeah,
that was kind of a weird like. How strong is Superman? Because he's just like, a train, but he's also not struggling. I feel like he didn't struggle with a bigger thing before.
Well, but he also struggled with the lead again.
That's true.
The big vat of lead, which like squashed him. Then he's like, oh, fuck, this is heavy.
Yeah, that's true. What do I do? Yeah.
So like maybe we should have this episode is presenting a lot of potential segments for us. And this one could be how strong? 1 to 10?
1 to 10. Yeah, he was like a 6 or something in this.
I'd give him like a 5 or 6.
He was adequate. Yeah.
Adequately strong.
Should I add that?
I kind of like it.
Okay.
How strong?
How strong? 1 to 10. All right. Book or hip hop?
Hip hop.
Yeah. I mean, I felt like the ending was kind of trying to be a Bond-ish type of scenario. Like one of those like, the laser will slowly cut to your dick any second. But
Bond is known for its hip hop, its use of hip hop.
That's true. It is. It had disco at the start of the episode.
He's bald, I'm bald, we're all bald. But who's the baddest bald of all? It's James and Brian's final call. The Balderarchy.
Our candidates for antagonists this episode of any kind: Lex Luthor, Mr. Elon, and the deer. He got in the way.
The deer
fucked up the train.
Covered in hair.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's Lex. There's not really a better.
Yeah, it's Lex.
Just default, you know.
Who's the Lexist of them all? The Lex.
I mean, I've appreciated that we've had a good spread here.
Yeah.
Our candidate are so far we've totaled Lex Luthor, the Toyman, Parasite, Metallica, Brainiac, Preserver, and Serpent. I left Metallica as Metallica. Apparently.
Nice.
Do we do the top 10? What is this? It has to be.
It has to be.
Mm-hmm. But where?
I think I would have anyway.
I mean, it really wasn't like bad. The animation was good. It was very anime-ish and cool, and the effects.
The art was great.
Yeah.
Like even though the timing was off.
It wasn't a bad story either. Like I appreciated
I liked it.
The danger of Lana being like, "Oh no, I can totally help you," and he's like, "Stop! You're gonna die." No, it's fine.
The question for me is: this better than the main man?
I don't think so. But I think I did like it better than Feeding Time.
I mean, I had that same thought.
I'm putting New York Girl, apparently. It wrote NY Girl. Cool, we both put it at number 5. We're having such arguments about the top 10 on Superman.
Yeah, it's just, to be fair, it's a lot more...
Elon.
It's more consistent than certainly the first 10 episodes of Batman.
Yeah.
Because, like, think about the first episode of Superman and the first episode of Batman. No contest. The first episode of Batman was awful.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't the first episode, Brian. Cat in the Claw was the first episode, you idiot.
Wasn't it first in production?
Yeah, but that's not what we watched first.
Oh, so. I'm trying to be nerdy and cool.
We go to the mail now.
And now go to the mail. I am totally awake and everything is great. I am totally awake and everything is great.
We had to sing that to immortalize it in the podcast because Brian sang it off the top of the dome. He's so smart and clever and awake and everything is great. Wow, look at me go.
Man,
it's the future
you know it.
now.
What? It's true. It is the future.
And it's the future from when I said that even. What a
You know what bugs
cool
me?
Thing. What?
We've maybe said this, so just tell me to shut the fuck up if we already have. Something that like always kind of trips me out and bugs me is that like we can never see the present, we can only see the past. Yeah. And this is like fractions of a nanosecond we're talking, but
the thing I just said, it's already gone. It just happened.
Oh yeah, but like literal, like because of the speed of light.
Oh, I see.
The things that we're seeing are technically in the past. Like it's so minute that we can't tell, or maybe our brains make adjustments. But like we've never even seen the present. We've only ever seen the past.
I think this goes hand in hand with. It might be this one. It might be 2 or 3 podcast episodes from now because I don't remember. But we were talking about the concept briefly of how you can't really touch anything.
Yes.
That's a pretty unsettling thing as well. So if you'd like to reach out to us like the fire hand at the end of the Cat in the Claw part 2, you can send an email or a 60-second voice message to batwagonpod@gmail.com or leave a comment on today's episode on the Podtower YouTube channel. But please do not spoil anything past this episode for Brian. I said that whole thing from memory.
That's great.
I'm so smart and clever and everything.
Well, I was just about to say, are we bad at this?
No, because I'm awake.
And everything is great.
This first email comes from Gveitvik. I think I showed this to you. One take. I'm impressed with myself. And there's an audio file. Let's see what it is.
Hi, this is Cassia. Can I get trans rights from the Bat-Wagon?
Trans rights!
Trans rights!
I sent in that question about the Bat Cave, and I'm starting to see a pattern. I'm musing about why Superman decides that the Arctic is the perfect place for the Fortress of Solitude. And I imagine that for a guy like Superman, his superpowers makes him just like really sensorily overload. Like he can literally just like hear everyone in the city. So I imagine that to like the most remote part of the world, it's nice and quiet. So of course he says, I knew this place had promise. So now, instead of just like standing there in the middle of cold nowhere, there's a house made of crystals.
That's very true. It's a good point. It's a good observation. I think I agree with that. Yeah.
You know what though? That kind of gives me like kind of response of, okay, so when Superman's like, you know what? I just need a break, and like me,
I just need a wank. I gotta go
I feel like I need a break. So I get, if you're a superhero saving a city all the time, you need a break. But that's also if he's like out of sensory overload range. That means he's like, I'm choosing to not hear people having like the worst.
There's a
days
man
of their
falling
life
off a cliff, and I can't today.
Man, I just
gotta
really
go to
need
my
some
ice hole.
me time. Yeah. Did you say ice hole?
Yeah, I gotta go to my ice hole.
I like that.
Jacob Alvarado, The Temptations. No. Good morning, J Memes and B Trials. I couldn't think of anything clever for names. At 6 a.m. Cut me some slack. Hey.
Oh, my.
This week,
7 p.m.
Yeah. Oh, at the time of this recording. This week on S-Test, we watched Superman go on a hunt all across the world for the singing group The Temptations, and we watched The Temptations try to figure out what they did to piss off the Man of Steel. Wait, that's not what this episode is. Lame. Anyways, holy shit, Superman was like, this elevator, yeah, fuck that shit. He just tore that thing off, then gave those ladies whiplash for life. Also, why is Lex dating discount Barbara Gordon? Moving along. Yes, Superman was like, I'll just break this train track to save that other train track. Makes perfect sense. Won't question this decision any further. Have a great week, everyone. I'll leave you all with this big ol' yap. Thank you. Joshua Palmer, Superman and Lois at the Ice Cream Social. Hey there, my Yopster Lobsters. I couldn't stop smiling hearing how hard you guys laughed at my silly little song. Oh, this is the prediction song guy. I had a ton of fun making it, as I did with this week's prediction. I hope you enjoy Superman and Lois at the Ice Cream Social. By the way, I listened to...
No way.
Yeah,
there's
another one. I think I told you about this email in person when it came in. Oh, by the way, I listen to the Yopisode guide pretty much every night as part of my bedtime ritual. Yeah. Hearing two drunk guys laugh about Batman puts me in a good mental state before sleeping. So thank you. I know you both wondered who was actually going to listen to it, but it's definitely my favorite Jump on the Bat-Wagon episode, and I've listened to it at least a dozen times. Jesus Christ.
That is insanity.
That's where all the views are coming from. Yeah. That's a very high-viewed episode. I'm excited to hear Brian's prediction for the next episode. Keep it poppin' and nonstop yapping, even if the yop cops come knocking. Josh. All right, here it is.
Nah, this time, let's slow it down.
The Temptations.
Shit. Superman and Lois at the Ice Cream Social. She like, use a hunk for a Smallville yoga. Can you give me sprinkles, but don't give me peanuts? But Superman thought she said, don't give me penis. Poor Superman, he's just trying to get lucky. Took her straight home, then flew away feeling sucky. Instead of him and Lois getting freaky and nude, he's wanking and crying in the Fortress of Solitude. Damn. Superman wanking in the Fortress of Solitude. Damn. Lois never got to notice Superman's butthole.
God God damn it. I'm so sorry that you're like now held to doing this. Please don't, you don't have to do them every time, but goddamn.
Holy shit. Oh my God. I like laughed myself to a headache on that one. Then I was trying
you were
really
having
hard
a hard
to
time breathing. Yeah.
I was like trying not to like laugh
up,
into the microphone in case people want to like listen to this again and have to listen to my annoying laugh. You're going to drop us your like SoundCloud where you're putting all these songs, right?
You have to make like a CD of these when we're done. Am I showing my age there?
Yes.
Can you make me a B-side?
Disc. But seriously, if you are going to like make a SoundCloud with these, whatever, like let us know. We will happily put the link in whatever description. James will put them in the description.
Holy shit. Should I even read the rest of the emails?
I'm going to go take a nap after
we got
that.
the butthole part in there. Fiacre Horgan, thoughts on My Girl. Hey, James and Brian, quick note on the main man. Sorry to be crude, but I can't be the only one who is put off by Eggy Wrinkle's puckered butthole mouth, right? I shiver just thinking about it. There's too many buttholes in this podcast.
There's a lot. This is the Butthole Podcast. No, you're in good company. You're not the only one who noticed it.
Onto My Girl, or My Girls, as Gru from My Girls, as Gru from Despicable Me would say. Finally, a character with the initials LL has been added to the show, something we were really lacking. Giving someone a piggyback ride is the most unique kidnapping technique I've ever seen before. Luthor's office is comically large this episode. It's the size of 2 football fields, for crying out loud. I never thought I'd see Abraham Lincoln working as a goon for an arms dealer. Poor guy has fallen on some hard times. That Central City mention was a cool little bit of world building. Quick question. How does Clark Kent have a dope-looking sports car on a reporter's salary? Yeah, we didn't talk about the fucking roof opened up on his car.
The roof that could only exist for a superhero to fly out.
Yeah, why does he have that?
It's not like if it like so convertibles. Some convertibles kind of have that where they pull back and up and then they like fold down.
But it's not like a
that was just
Wheels latch.
Yeah, it's like you go up, it goes down, and Superman flies out. Well, not in that order.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to be Superman, would you? Says the car salesman. So, well, no, I just occasionally climb out of the top of my car for no reason.
This car here, it's got a great paint job. It's really economical. Good miles per gallon. 0 to 60 time is respectable. By the way, the roof opens up in case you happen to be able to fly. You'll notice the leather trim interior.
Does it have a sunroof? No. Well, yes, but in that if you push the sunroof button while driving even 5 miles an hour, it will fly off of the car.
If you want to attack the people behind you on the highway with a flying roof, press this button.
Is Bruce Wayne bankrolling him? Maybe Earl Cooper is set up in Metropolis after his run-in with the Penguin. That's it for this week. Keep on yapping on.
Wah, wah.
Ryan Hip, My Girl, you know it's true. I'd like to apologize to everyone in advance for this. All right.
Uh-oh.
Finally, we've made it to everybody's favorite, My Girl. The title of which is, of course, a reference to that one Little Debbie commercial where a kid starts singing a song to his processed snack cake in the middle of the cafeteria.
I guess you'd say what can make me feel this way.
The name of which escapes me at the moment. And then Macaulay Culkin gets stung by a shit ton of bees.
Killing me won't bring back your goddamn honey!
Which begs the question, would it have been more or less traumatizing if instead of bees, Macaulkin drowned in a pool of molten lead?
He can't swim!
There's no better time to learn.
Speaking of which...
You're a mess.
That's not the first time Lana said that.
Oh my god. Fuck.
Have a happy spoopy ween, you jerks. See you on the flip here on Kids Dubba 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 Dubba.
Oh my
god.
It's the bees.
You know, when we said that your messages were chaotic, it wasn't necessarily an invitation to make them more so, but I'll take it.
Yes, it was.
And Brian's like, I disagree.
This is what I'm here for. This is what's keeping me awake and everything's okay.
Yeah, let's go back to our quaint little roots here and do some Gotham Insider Musical Minute from Jordan Newman.
You're listening to the Gotham Insider, reporting live from Metropolis.
I'm Jack Ryder, and it seems that after Superman went missing for a couple days last week, he's back to doing his Superman thing, saving trains and stopping kidnappings. I'm going to be honest with you folks, he's starting to grow on me. I think I'm letting go of the whole alien thing, at least for him. Everything else in this city, I still hate. Now over to the music. The one thing that really stuck out to me was the cool groove going on when the kidnappers are trying to take Lana away. I thought it was pretty cool. I'm just really liking that this show is giving us lots of different styles of music. The DCAU is branching out musically, and I think that's pretty cool. Never apologize for loving your fandom, and try to stay optimistic.
I will. Try to stay awake and feel great. You could say that at the end. Lanola Cola, tug on the Super Cape, Superman catching L's. Good morning, afternoon, evening, JS and Big Manili, for the latest tug on the Super Cape, discussing the DCAU's cover of the Temptation song, My Girl, a.k.a. Why Does Superman Know 3 People with the initials LL? I really dug the jazzy music for the first part of the episode, from the fashion shoot to rescuing Lana. Hey, that's what Jordan just said. And Lana and Clark's dynamic made half of the episode feel like a detective story, perhaps because DC stands for Detective Comics. I was not jazzed at the parts where Lana discussed her lingering feelings for Clark, and Lex and Mercy suspect the two being together. It felt a bit too soap opera for me. And Lana calling her Clark's Batgirl made me smirk. I guess she couldn't be Supergirl, huh? The part where Elon shoots out the rails of the bridge to force Supes to save the train feels too coincidental to prevent Superman from just stopping Elon right then and there. Yeah, he was like standing right in front of him.
Right.
That and having Elon be the one to attempt to dispose of Lana. Lastly, the thief's gun in the attempted kidnapping of Lana didn't eject any shells. I should really do a count of the ejected shells in the DCAU episodes to this point until we yap again. P.S. I'm amused that the thief's accomplice was named Big Susan. I'll remember her as Big Sus.
Oh, that one went right over my head.
Yeah.
Damn.
Big Sussin.
Big Sus.
Scarloey 1. Yop Beard returns. The other day, I was out for a walk. A parrot landed on my shoulder and said, "Sorry for scaring you, sorry for scaring." Dropped a cassette and flew away. Ironically, that scared me. Anyway, here's Yop Beard's message.
Ahoy, land yappers! It's me, Captain Yopbeard, the yappiest dude on the 7 seas.
Oh, man, I know this guy.
First, I'd like to say that My Girl was a very good episode. That Lana wench sure is pretty. But the main reason I'm parlaying with you is that me and me crew recently plundered a shipment of Yop yogurt drink, which is my favorite drink, but it doesn't keep that long, so I thought I'd give some to me favorite podcast host, Brian.
Oh.
Give me your address and I'll send you 500 bottles of Yop.
Oh
my only condition is that if the Marines ask you where you got it, don't tell them it was me. Anyway, see you next tide. Bye-bye.
Yeah, my address is... what was it? 42069 no scope.
Little Red Wagon corner.
Little Red Wagon something.
Pedro Enrique, Brazilian man returns again for the third effing time. Hello, James and Brian. It's me, Pedro, the Brazilian blip on your analytics. I'm back again after an extended period of time. And now I will tell you the tale as to why I was absent for so long. Drum roll, please. I'm kidding. I'm not going to tell it here. If you want to hear it, go listen to Movies to Watch Before You Die. There are no rules there. It's like the Mad Max of podcasts. You can send fully written essays, and Dylan has to read them. Anyway, I'm sad to have missed the ending of BTAS and the start of STAS, so I just wanted to say that being able to catch up on everything now and hearing all these awesome new listeners makes me incredibly happy and proud to be part of this community. As a kid, I had only watched the Justice League cartoons, Static Shock, and caught random episodes of Batman Beyond sometimes. I've always had gaps in my DCAU knowledge, and now finding you guys last year and watching the DCAU has been a blast. That's cool. That's good. Thank you.
It's been fun for me, too.
Yeah, so far, so mostly good. Through these difficult last semesters at my university, between having to move twice, living alone and being away from all my family, having to find a job and studying at the same time, you've been a constant presence on my Fridays, always there to cheer me up, make me laugh so loud that I think I may bother my neighbors and keep me company in these tough times. That's what we're here for. Whether it's me losing whenever James presses anything on the soundboard, to this day, even the hint of the Hey Arnold theme makes me laugh every time. Okay. Yeah. Brian's delightful confusion with some of the more questionable DCAU episodes, Dylan's audios and questions, Jordan's wonderful version of Jack Ryder along with his musical opinions and his enthusiasm for the shows, or Mark Aquino's comments with all the names of the listeners who make the show so much fun. I always love hearing all of you. Listening to the Yoppie Mail section is always one of my favorite parts. Everyone's so creative, kind, and wonderful. Everybody's so creative, kind, and wonderful in this community you've made for all of us DCAU fans. The last time I was able to write to you guys was on July 3rd, and I'm writing this on the 24th of October. 113 days, nearly 4 months since I was able to write to you Yoppie dudes, and I'm not ashamed to admit that realizing it has been this long actually made me tear up a bit. I'm glad to be back. I'm loving the new episodes. Thank you for all your wonderful work, and stay Yoppie. Hey, what an email, man. Thank you.
Buddy, we're happy to have you back, and you don't feel any pressure about it.
No.
Like, we're happy to hear from you when it works out, but also like you got a lot going on. Don't stress.
Everybody's got lives. And
everyone's so creative.
So I didn't even mean to say it in that like cadence, but it worked. Scotty Cameron. Hey, Yoppie dudes. It says that corny song by The Temptations. Great show as always. I never thought that a Superman episode featuring The Temptations would follow up an episode where Supes fights Gene Simmons, but here we are. I love how Clark hears the initials LL and immediately thinks of Lana Lang when he knows how many people with those initials.
Right.
I guess Lex could be AL because his name is actually Alexander Luthor, but then again, he goes by Lex, not Alex or Alexander, so never mind. If we throw comic lore in the mix, there's Lois's sister, Lucy Lane, there's Lex's sister, Lena Luthor, and in the Earth 1 comics, Lex has a wife named Lexi Luthor.
Come on!
This had 6 people with those initials, Joe Shuster and Jerry Siegel. Loved their alliterations. I also love how Lana, a fashion designer, learns Clark is Superman after her first encounter, while Lois, a journalist, can't figure it out. Yeah, Brian's having a wonderful time with that as well. I must ask, isn't it weird that Mercy stalks the women Lex dates? Maybe or maybe not. Maybe she is just doing her bodyguard duties, ensuring the safety of Lex's fiancé, and gets suspicious noticing her extended time with Superman. Lastly, I would like Mark to know that I'm disappointed that he forgot Daughtry's Waiting for Superman when listing Superman-inspired songs. Come on, Mark. It's Chris Daughtry, a pal of 3DD's frontman Brad Arnold. Three Doors Down. And the American Idol contestant who caused a revolt from American Idol fans because he placed 4th instead of 1st. This little subject Mark brought up in last week's episode in the release of Ice 9 Kills, Silence of the Lambs-inspired song Meet and Greet, made me wish there was a metal band that made songs based on action movies the way INK makes songs based on action movies. I've yet to hear a Superman-themed song that incorporates John Williams' Superman March or Hans Zimmer's Flight to the song the way INK's Candyman-inspired song incorporates Philip Glass's Music Box, or INK's Saw-inspired song incorporates Hello Zepp. If a band or artist, especially a metal band, did that with a Superman song, it would put all the aforementioned Superman songs to shame. Stay Yoppie. Yeah, that would be pretty interesting. Sampling something like that would be cool.
Yeah, I feel like I know a lot of metal that samples a lot of things, but I don't know.
Not Superman. Yeah.
Not Superman. No.
Have I told you about in college marching band, the director had his little like quickie hand signals that he would do at us, like, oh, it's number 4 or whatever, so that we would just, oh yeah, when we play that one for like a touchdown or for a first down or something like that. Mm-hmm. And the sign for Thriller was doing the Thriller side to side hands, and the sign for Superman was doing these like Superman flying hands, doing basically like they were so close. And then he's like turned around and something happens in the game where we were playing one of those, and he really quick just goes like, just does his hands flailing in those directions. And half the band played Superman and the other half played Thriller. And this is disgusting, weird ass thing. And he like cut it off halfway through and he was like, this is Thriller, this is Superman. We're like, we fucking know, dude. You did both. But I really wish I could have been in front of the band to hear what that sounded like, because I can't imagine it was good.
Wow. My brain is trying to process the two of them, but that sounds unprocessable.
No. John Williams conducting Thriller. Dino-faced individual. Comment submitted by Fashion Disasters. We may have been apprehended by Superman, but that doesn't mean we can't continue our lives of crime. Henceforth, Lizzie and Big Susan will become the fashion disasters. If there's a fashion crime to commit, we'll be there. In fact, we've already begun adding misdeeds to our resumes. We painted that one dress with a special paint that made it look either white and gold or blue and black, and we plunged the internet into chaos. We placed a spooky doll under Kim Kardashian's pillow, which influenced her to wear Marilyn Monroe's dress. Like the Mad Hatter. This is a niche that no other villains have or ever will fill. We rate Lex a 2 out of 5. You should probably wear a full poop brown set of clothes and boots to really get that Telly Savalas look going, Lex. You can trust us, it'll be good. Also, I was watching a playthrough of the Discworld point-and-click game, and there's a character called Brother Brick. Brian is officially a Discworld character.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, we gotta look that up, I guess.
I'm on it. What's the character's name?
Brother Brick.
Yeah. Am I?
The Brothers Brick. I think it's a website also.
I know, that's where I think I'm lost.
Keeping us from seeing it. If you have a picture, send it to us next time. From Tip Tapricot, Cotless in Space. Hello, James and Brian. I'm writing this to you from the vacuum of surprisingly sound-carrying space above Earth. Unfortunately, I was in one of the enclosures on that collector guy's ship, and in the breakout seemed to have floated off somewhere. Internet is variable, and I have unfortunately not been able to listen to the last podcast episode or watch the next show episode in time for this week. Hard to reach the content down there. I don't know how long I, a poor apricot seemingly impervious to the vacuum of space, may be floating here, but if this email indeed reaches you, let me say this. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to make you do that many push-ups. Anyways, until next time or something, my little fruit thumbs are getting cold and I think I see a spaceship. Hope your spooky month's been going well. Tip Mike, the apricot, sent from my space phone. Thank you very much.
Welcome back, and I hope space treats you well.
Yeah. It's cold out here in space. My Girl from Lobo Boy Fanboy 420. Wonder what happens next on the adventures of Superman and Lobo. Hello, Max and Rose. After the incredible last 2 episodes, I cannot wait to see what the Superman and Lobo show have in store. I'm composing this half of the email before watching My Girl. I'll return shortly to deliver my thoughts.
Okay.
Where's Lobo? Where did he go, Bo? What the frag? This episode blows. 0 out of 10, not enough Lobo. Lobo smooching and saying I love you too. Blaze it. So just going to be every episode now?
I agree, though. It's just not enough Lobo.
Yeah. Dylan Pollock. Keep Superman away from Lindsay Lohan, Lisa Left Eye Lopez, Lorenzo Lamas, Lucy Liu, Lennox Lewis, Lisa Leslie, and Laura Linney.
What about LL Cool J? Does that
It's time to thoughts of Dylan Pollock on My Girl, or Lana Lang licks Lex Luthor with legendary last son of Krypton. So why by this point would you even attempt a crime in Metropolis? Why not go literally anywhere else? You're still better off trying this shit in Gotham. There's a line I liked where Lana goes, "Where's Mercy?" And the arms dealer dude goes, "Sorry, no mercy tonight." Mm-hmm. That was pretty cool. Also, speaking of Mercy, was she made for this show or did she exist before that? James, you got to know that, right? That's your job to know this stuff.
Made for this.
Also, it seems to be a trend that Superman tests himself a lot in this. Even in just this episode, he recklessly throws his body in the way of shit like molten lead and the weird electron gun. He doesn't know if he's just going to explode like something else. And I get that he's tougher than people, but you might just explode. You don't know if your electrons can defend against electron gun thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's time for the question of the week. James' favorite part. With Lana Lang and Lois Lane and Lex Luthor, who's your favorite alliterative... Who's your favorite alliteratively named character in fiction? I'm leaving all of these, James. It has to be over a minute so you can hear me fuck up that.
Yeah, thank you. That was worth 13 extra seconds. Yeah. I know there's got to be more. I'm just gonna cheat and Google Jessica Jones. That's a good one. Matt Murdock. I didn't even think that's Daredevil. I didn't even think of that as alliterative till just now, looking at the words. There's a lot of, aren't there a lot in Spider-Man also? Peter Parker.
Yeah. This is a hard one.
Bruce Banner.
Bugs Bunny.
Daffy Duck. Elmer Ed.
Donald Duck.
Mickey Mouse. There's got to be some sort of psychological reasoning for that. Like, you'll remember the character better or something. Yeah.
Roger Rabbit. I'm gonna go. I haven't seen it, but you know what? I think I'm gonna say Roger Rabbit. He's freaking amazing.
You haven't seen the movie?
Or no, I haven't seen the name.
Oh,
I'm looking at a huge list of 300 something.
I see.
Oh, okay. Willy Wonka. Oh God.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Of course, Willy Wonka.
Tin Tan, the Tin Tan from The Wizard of Oz. What's Dorothy's last name?
Gail.
Shit. Now it's Dale. This is comments on the last episode, The Main Man Part 2, or Earth Sunned by a Yellow Lamp. This is from Zane Beatty. So happy Brian correctly predicted the ice cream social. The root beer float counts. Yes, the root beer float that Lana gives Superman. That'll work. Mm-hmm. LexCorp cares. What a great normal day here at LexCorp. Isn't it interesting how much better Metropolis is when Superman leaves us alone? Anyway, I'm off to oversee the rollout of Lexosuit Jr. Hopefully it'll get a lot of kids interested in robotics. Banana Man says, okay.
What? Okay.
Immediately followed by Evil Banana Man, who says, not okay. Banana Man replied to that, okay. So I think that cancels it back out. Yeah.
Okay. It's a good
not
day.
Okay.
Everything is. I'm totally awake.
Everything is great. Charles Motosierra, regarding my girl, I don't think Lex qualifies as a bald villain here, considering how horny he is. Love how Lana lost the Midwestern accent, like she kind of lost a bit of herself to enter the fashion world. Neat detail. Also, what the fuck? Has she been internet stalking Clark for years? Also, isn't molten lead supposed to look like lava? And it's a heavy metal, right? So they've all been breathing poison fumes. They should go to the hospital immediately.
Wow, all of those points are true.
Yes,
Molten lead would be red. Yeah. Okay.
I wouldn't know this.
Okay, like Banana Man. I mean, just because, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Anonymous Sour Cream. I found this podcast and Watchtower database while in the middle of my own DCAU rewatch. Yes, Anonymous Sour Cream.
Anonymous Sour Cream. What?
Looks like I have a lot of catching up to do, but after listening to a few episodes, I'm really looking forward to it. Can't wait to circle back and see this comment eventually. Yes, welcome, Sour Cream. Well,
you know what? If it was synonymous Sour Cream, they'd be my favorite character of alliteration.
Ooh, yes. Sour Cream being one word, apparently. Batgirl, Fangirl. My girl. Wow, girl. How, girl? Much, girl. Melted. I'm just trying to put how much molten lead there was in that container above Superman before it all leaked out. More than in all of Metropolis. It just kept flowing and gushing as if it was like on tap. I guess it was a pretty big vat thing, but you know.
Hot lead on tap.
Also, Superman's new power this week is being able to perfectly guess the exact length of track necessary to bridge the gap in the bridge at a glance. Very handy.
That's beautiful.
Mathematics, yeah. That was one awesome episode. Easily my favorite thus far. It had everything: action, adventure, romance, the quintessential Superman episode. The animation was superb, especially when Lana got pushed off the elevator and the part with the train. Facial expressions were done incredibly well. I wish they had been this good for Barbara in Shadow of the Bat. What, you don't like the Woodrow face she makes? Which is, again, something that nobody gets. If I had to be a tad picky, some of the backgrounds, you could see the brushwork where the artist had painted it, and that's what you get with the Blu-ray, I guess. Yeah, you had pointed that out, sort of, the buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
I thought they did a great job with Lex, masking him very multifaceted in his dilemma. Plus, I really liked Lana as well, putting herself in jeopardy and wanting to do the right thing. I hope we get to see her again soon. Keen podcast, guys. 5 stars and 5 root beer floats. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good job continuing to work through those emojis.
Ashley Tutchin. Mate, too right being Australian is a talent. $20 says Jim and Brick won't remember what I'm referencing. No, that was because we had listener make a band or something, right? We had like a list of talents, and you said that Ashley Tutchin's talent can be being Australian. So you owe us $40? If you just submit that to the Buy Me a Coffee thing, that'd be great. I was all poised to tell Brick about Lori Lamara, Superman's mermaid girlfriend, but then Jiminy beat me to it. I can see I'm no longer needed here, so I'll see myself. Banana Baby, Goo Goo Gaga. Translation. Brian, to answer your question of if I need anything, the simple answer is my father. The long answer is to keep the balance alongside my brother against my uncle until my father returns or is found. Also, I appreciate you assumed I needed a translator, but I understand you just fine, though James didn't quite translate everything you said properly. But given this is a Lobo episode, I assume all the profanity was intentional and let it pass as okay. Thank you. Your father has returned. Okay. He's back. He's here somewhere.
Yeah. So this, wait, that, that put some dimension on this.
Yeah, he called him back psychically or something. I don't know. But Banana Boy says okay as well. So that's good. Okay, this is a good banana episode. Yeah. Can we add banana rankings to our mail? Okay, so where was Clayface? I don't even know if we've done that yet. We're timey-wimey. Super Theories 1176. Hi, it's me, Robbie. Oh, okay. I'm the one that bought your beverage last time. Quick update.
Robbie.
I'm still in the hospital, and next week I'm going into surgery on the 23rd of October. Oh, that's 2 days ago. Good luck. I hope you're fine. Wish me luck and a speedy recovery. Thanks for double push-ups and the kind words. It helped. Okay. Well,
should we so the surgery was 2 days ago, mail time.
And 4 days ago,
4 days ago,
release time.
Let's do push-ups just for good luck.
Is 4 plus 2 is 6?
6 push-ups? 6 good luck push-ups. Let's go.
Okay. I don't have any room in here.
1 good luck push-up. 2 good luck push-ups. 3 good luck push-ups. 4 good luck push-ups. 5 good luck push-ups. 6 good luck push-ups. 7 good luck push-ups.
6. Good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck. I forgot to say that in between every time.
I did 7 because it seemed a little bit luckier. I hope the recovery's going well. I know recovery from surgery can suck. Hopefully it's not too suck and you're like well on the road to feeling better.
And I also did my push-ups. There's no room in here right now because there's a bunch of shit from filming a video. So I did them in like a Gollum-y stance, and I hope that adds extra flavor to the push-ups, you know?
Extra flavor, extra luck.
Yeah, extra fishy flavor, nice and juicy, sweet, something Gollum.
Nice.
Levi Church. Oh, okay. So Levi, I made a point to correct me, which I was looking for, that Ben 10 is not based on Dial H for Hero. It's just very coincidental that they're very similar concepts, apparently.
Oh.
And I'll take your word for it, because I don't know any better, clearly. And Mark Aquino, last first, my girl, a.k.a. where are his glasses? He can't see without his glasses. Gen Z wouldn't understand that traumatizing reference, and they're all the better for it. Anywho, I really like this episode. Lana's a very likable character. It's hard not to see why her and Clark were an item once upon a time. If I had a nickel for every time there was a superhero whose name started with an S and had a redheaded girlfriend, you know the rest. I always love seeing in S-TAS whenever it's daytime and the scene takes place outside the city, the bright colors really pop. Although, is anyone else concerned that Superman potentially didn't prevent a forest fire? Oh, yeah. He just let that deer flail around in the fire.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
I mean, maybe he put out that burning tree after helping the train continue on its path, but if he did, it happened off screen. I like to think that he did because it wouldn't be like him to just ignore that. Well, maybe certain realistic interpretations of the character would, but I digress. Speaking of the train bit, that definitely had to have been an homage to Christopher Reeve's Superman helping a train not to get derailed. We already, in this chunk of episodes, watched Superman save a train like 3 different times, and I that's not nearly the last time it's going to happen. They must just be like, yeah, he got to be more powerful than a locomotive, you know? It's kind of in the thing, so... Overall, this was a nice episode. The climax at the lead factory was well-paced and exciting. The music was great. The animation was really well done. Boss Biggest Bear hugs the #1 podcast host in this here multiverse of ours, Jason Takes Manhattan, and Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2. Spooky Halloween! Praise to our Lord and Savior, Dylan Pollock. Keep up the great work on your own podcast, and remember to tell Gab that she rules. Also, Gab just won first place in some sort of athletic competition of some kind, I think. So good job, Gab. You're not listening to this. Likewise, of course, to his loyal disciples, Scarlo A1, Batgirl fan, I'm reading him apparently, Scotty Cameron, Wency 209, Tip Tapper, Keen Machine, Jordan, Zane Beatty, Chris Knife, Lanola Cola, Juan Pedro, Ashley Tutchin, Scrudge, The Banana Family, Ryan Hip. Oh, he made the list. And of course, all the Awesome Sauce listeners of this Yoppie community of ours. You're all the absolute best. And don't you ever forget that. Spooky season is coming to a close, my friends. 'Tis a time for Devil's devils, demons, and endless reruns of Hocus Pocus. Shudder. My question for everyone in this Yoppie community of ours this week, what are you dressing up for as Halloween this year? Till next week, big ol' whoosh, I just flew away. What are you doing, Brian? You dress up as Brian?
Dude, I don't even know where I'm going to be.
Yeah, at work or not.
It's either here or biggest bus, but I think probably I'm going to be here.
Biggest bus? What is the biggest bus? Is there a bigger bus?
Well, I mean, I don't know if we're just referring to cities by the size of their
busness. I see. How many bus do it have? that's the term.
But yeah, I literally don't have a costume. I should go as a podcast host.
Yeah, but just put headphones on. Yeah, and then just walk around going, "I'm white. Listen to me. I'm white. Listen to me. I'm male.
I'm a white male liberal. I have things to say.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Radio Lab. This American Life.
All right, back to the. Not where the light came from.
Good.
The origin of light. What? No, that wasn't good.
Yeah, no, bad.
Bad. Okay.
Banana Man.
Okay. What a great transition. And now we're back from the mail. Whoa, the future is over.
Wow.
He fell down the spiral. The Superman shot into a
Wow.
spiral.
He did. Spiral.
Spiral.
Wow. What do we do now?
I tell you the name of the next week's episode.
And the Cat and the Claw Part 2.
The Cat and the Claw Part 2.
Wow.
Electric Boo Kookaloo.
Cool.
It's called Tools of the Trade.
Tools of the Trade.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be about the stock market.
Mm-hmm.
And Superman is going to save the day.
Don't go too far with this. There are buildings where the stock market exchange occurs in 1997. All right.
There's a center for trade throughout the world.
Yes.
Don't forget.
Don't forget about it like Brian did when he was describing the episode just now. But that's it. Thanks for listening.
Wait, was I right?
Yeah, of course. Batman stops 9/11. That's what happens. This is the Batman crossover. We've been waiting for
that. Yeah. Okay, good.
Uh-huh.
Listener, hey.
Hey.
Thanks. And remember, keep your calendars open.
Yeah.
We'll come at you. Because I actually had some thoughts over the course of this.
Okay.
Of venues. So
right.
we can chat about this.
Neat.
Bye.
Here we go.
Away.
Lana, going somewhere?
Only to Paris for the unveiling of the spring line. I think my strengths are in fashion, not crime fighting.
Lana, you know I really care about you. You're like...
Clark Kent, I swear, if you say I'm like a sister to you, I'm going back to Lex.
Sorry, but I know you'll find that special person someday.
So will you. You deserve it. Someone quiet, understanding, patient.
Hey, Smallville! Get your tail in here. Perry's got an assignment for us.
Remember, if you ever change your mind about me, feel free to fly on up anytime.
Kent!
Coming.
Jump on the Bat-Wagon is hosted by the Watchtower database. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for DC Animated Universe videos on a regular basis. This podcast is edited and produced by yours truly, James Strecker. Musical themes by Kimmy, Cooney Phoenix, Viltsu, Eric LeBeau, Jordan Blumen, my mother, and of course, my smooth co-host, Brian, brother Broderick Meneely. To buy us a Yoppie beverage and hear your name read in a future episode, or to nab yourself a Yoppie Dude t-shirt, please visit the links in today's show notes. Thank you for supporting the show. You can hear more on today's DCAU episode by checking out our friends over on the DCAU Review and Tim Talk podcasts. Please leave us a 5-star review on your app of choice. You'll damn well hear it read on the show. If you'd like to reach out to us like the fire hand at the end of The Cat and the Claw Part 2, you can email batwagonpod@gmail.com or leave a comment on the Podtower. New episodes of Jump on the Bat-Wagon are released Fridays on all your favorite podcast feeds and watchtowerdatabase.com. And we'll see you next episode, same PP time, same poo-poo channel.